A week later, after the winter ends, Chaitanya returns to the kingdom from war. At the same time, Amrutha, playfully running with the servants, she bumps right into Chaitanya. Chaitanya gets angry and yells at her. "Who are you? Why are you running around without looking where you are going?" Amrutha apologizes and explains, "I came to learn medicine under the royal physician." He looks at her in annoyance and walks away. Seeing this, Amrutha thinks to herself, "Who is this guy and why is he behaving like this?" Later, Chaitanya is seen outside, practicing sword fighting. Wanting to know more about him, Amrutha asks the physician. The physician tells her, he is the second crown prince, Chaitanya Varma. He's a bit harsh by nature. One day, while Amrutha is plucking flowers in the garden, Chaitanya comes there and angrily asks, "With whose permission are you plucking these flowers?" To that, Amrutha, without fear, answers, "I am plucking them with the king's permission." She then confidently walks away. As Amrutha says this, Chaitanya is left staring at her, because until now, no one had ever spoken to Chaitanya so boldly while looking directly into his eyes. A few days later, the physician goes to the king. "I need to visit my relatives for a few days." He gets the king's permission and leaves the palace. One day, a mysterious man sneaks into the royal palace. He exposes the guard to the scent of a laced flower, using a sleeping drug to make the guard lose consciousness. After that, he bundles up the diamonds in the room and tries to escape. Noticing this, Amrutha immediately stops him and snatches the bundle of stolen goods from his hands. As she is about to drag him to the king, the thief escapes her grip and runs away. Just then, Chaitanya arrives. He sees the bundle of diamonds in Amruta's hands and immediately assumes she is the thief. He grabs her and drags her directly to the king. No matter how much Amrutha pleads, "I didn't do it," Chaitanya refuses to listen. Even when she tells the truth in front of the king does not believe her words. Chaitanya continues to put all the blame on Amrutha. At the same time, the unconscious guard finally wakes up. He explains everything that truly happened to the king. Hearing this, Chaitanya immediately orders his men to search for the thief. A wave of panic sweeps through the entire royal palace. When asked why there is so much anxiety, the guard reveals that the stolen item is an invaluable ancestral diamond. A little while later, the thief is caught and dragged into the royal court. "Who sent you?" they demand. But the thief says absolutely nothing. Instead, he suddenly stabs himself with a dagger and dies on the spot. Seeing this horrific scene, Amrita is left terrified. After the court is dismissed, everyone returns to their rooms. Amrutha sits alone, thinking deeply about the shocking events of the day. Just then, Chaitanya arrives at her door. He hesitates, looking like he's about to say something to her. But suddenly, a wounded soldier arrives, asking Amrutha for medicine. Amrutha immediately turns her attention to treating his wound. Meanwhile, Crown Prince Aditya calls for Chaitanya. Without getting the chance to speak, Chaitanya leaves the room. A few days later, the queen summons Chaitanya. She asks him to fetch a rare plant from the forest known as Nila Pushpam. Chaitanya goes into the deep forest and brings the plant back. From a distance, Amrita quietly notices this interaction. The queen crushes the leaves of the rare plant. She mixes the powder into a glass of water and sends it to Aditya through her servants. The maid hands it to Aditya, saying, "The queen sent this. It is very good for your health." Trusting the queen, Aditya drinks the water. 2 days later, terrible news spreads through the palace. Aditya's arm has completely stopped working. He is paralyzed. Amrita immediately rushes to his chambers to examine him. She notices the leftover water in his cup. By simply looking at it and smelling the strange scent, Amrita instantly understands exactly what has happened to the crown prince.